This is not my beautiful home. This is not my beautiful wife. How did I get here? How did I get here? Was it just a dream? Everybody's got their ideas of dreams. It seems like people just pick one. You got everybody saying what the dream is, and everybody else saying what their dream is. They're agreeing with it. They're like, yeah. It's just a residual of daily life. Glob, 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 glob. Playing itself out. And then there's the other one. I'm not going to follow any order here. The dream I had when I wrote my brother a letter, my second brother, I wrote him a letter from Iraq. We still were on speaking terms then. And I wrote him a letter in real life. And I said, oh my gosh, I don't have my address book. Because, you know, you go into war, you throw some shit together, especially if you're not prepared for it. And they say, yeah, and you're like, oh shit. And you throw everything together and you get it right. And you get your checkbook, but you forget your address book. I said, I can't even look up his address to send this letter. I said, shit, I wasted a bunch of time. And that night I dreamed that I picked up my address book and I opened it up. And, you know, that was back in 1991. So it's a long time ago, but I'm thinking like 17152. I saw the address written in the book. We're all supposed to have these photographic memories. You know, you got to be able to keep this stuff in your mind's eye because you can't always trust a long-term memory. Just take a picture. And I saw 13152, 17152, something, the numbers, South Straits Highway, Vanderbilt, Michigan, 497 whatever 5. 85. Gaylord is 49735, so it's close. And I woke up in the morning. I said, I've got his address, so I was able to send a letter. That's also another kind of dream that people talk about. You know, like how when you have problems at work and you're suffering and struggling with something, and you can't find a way around it in your daily life, then in a dream, it says, oh, here's the answer. And it throws it out there. You got to be able to read it. You got to understand that there is an interpretation that goes on. But a dream like that one with the second brother came right through. So then there are the other, that's part of the problem solving of dreaming. When you don't have all these distractions, and there's another kind of dream, they say, everybody says, oh, they happen immediately. Boom, 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 boom. It's like, you think you dreamed for 4 hours, it was only 30 seconds, and God, it's high speed. Yet, I once had a dream where my alarm was going off to the radio, and I was sleeping through it. I'm well known to. The people in my family can sleep very well. We can sleep through anything. If it's not a danger, you just ignore it. I go several minutes with my alarm going off before I realize it's time to hit snooze. The radio was going, my alarm clock, I didn't know it, but I was having a dream. And in the dream, it started out by St. Mary's Elementary School, where I was a kid. I was running by there. I was running because I was a runner. As an adult, I was having this dream as an adult, while I was on radio. So it would have been somewhere between 98 and 2002, 97 and 2002, 97 and 2003, somewhere in there. I don't have the W2s. And I came into the dream running by St. Mary's Elementary School, and we used to have to walk and go through across the practice field and everything to get to the cathedral, to go to Mass, to go to church, because we had to go to church because it was a Catholic school, and we were Catholic, where just because you were doesn't mean you need to be. That's where the word renegade comes from. I don't need it anymore. I think I've gotten beyond you. And I'm running, and I'm going through down the road past Al McCoy's house and across the practice field and going towards the church, and I'm running, and as the song came, the dream came on where I was running by the school, I heard, come from the land of the ice and snow with the midnight sun. You think I'm making this up, but this song's in my head all the time. Harsh winds blow, hammer of the gods, will drive our ships to new lands. And I'm running, and this song is playing, and I feel the weight of my feet, which it's not to say they're heavy, but I feel my feet, and I feel my breathing, and I'm running and running and running, and that song is going the whole time, and I'm going across and through and around and through, and I get to the school, or the church, and I walked into the bingo hall, the cafeteria area, the after church where people meet and eat donuts. And I walked in there and I met this guy and a woman, people I don't even know. They're standing there, and I walked back outside, and they followed me, and I was back by the back door where I stole the cans when I was a kid. Found out I didn't like Swiss rolls anymore because $16 worth of cans, you can buy anything you want. I wanted the Swiss rolls, and I ate a whole box of them. I don't eat them anymore. That's my penance. But I was back by there, and the guy went back in, and the woman started hitting on me. And the song's still going, and at that moment when I realized this woman's hitting on me, I woke up, I said, and I hit the button, and it was the radio was playing Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin. And the thing is about that, they can say all they want that it goes high-speed dreams. Some of them do. Spontaneous dreams where you turn and you guys go, ma, 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 and you're like, what the hell are you doing? Sitting on the park bench saying that, and you realize it's your alarm. There are all these different kinds of dreams. But this dream, Immigrant Song, is about a 2.5 minute song, like 2 minutes and 37 seconds or something like that. And that's how long it would take me to run from the school to the church. It was in real time, the dream. So they can say all they want about dreams. And the one dream I had, you question whether you are real or somebody else is. I had a dream once where there was a guy standing outside the place that I worked in the parking lot with the sun coming up, because we worked midnights and we were leaving, and I saw him and I said, I dreamed of you last night. This is a dream. I said to him in the dream, I said, I dreamed of you last night. And he looked at me and he stopped and he said, "No, you didn't. I dreamed of you." And it made me realize somebody, and this is Carlos Castaneda stuff, that you could actually dream wildly enough to produce real characters that have real lives. And it's like, it was a weird thing. This was before I ever read the Carlos Castaneda thing, The Art of Dreaming. But when I read that, it went right to that. I said, I gave that guy a sense of self, or he gave me one. And at some point, this is that's existentialism, you know. Forget about the whole misfit thing of saying, you know, you chop a tree down, a tree falls in the woods, nobody's around, you hear it fall, did it make a sound? Or you rape a girl in the woods and nobody's here to hear her scream, did you really rape her? You know, this is that existentialism thing. And at some point, you start wondering, the other dream, the one where you wonder if it's real, because everything feels real in a dream, everything makes sense, and then you wake up and everything makes sense here. Did it really make sense there? Was that really a dream, or was that the reality before the dreaming? Was that the dream before the reality? Which was it? And it makes me wonder, what if in our dreams, and this is going to sound erratic, or it's going to sound whatever it is, what if in our dreams we aren't just preparing for the next day? What reality would we want to wake up to? What if our dreams, the horrifying nightmares that I have, what if I really want to run around and live a life of having to fight constantly, and I'm not getting to fight enough, and the reality that I exist in this dream? What if I change it in the dream to what I want it to be, and I can wake up to that? And that sounds ludicrous if you don't think about the fact that there are people in the world, like very smart people. The guy that I saw talk about it, he actually said, if it really is a computer animated reality as an experiment, like by somebody else, to see how we would be, I like it. That's what he said. He said, I'm having a good time. But I think if it really is that we are just part of a computer program as an experiment to see how people coexist, like the Sims game, they're just doing that with us, but they're better at it. What if that's it? Wouldn't it be possible in the program that they have produced with such genius to be able to make us believe that we are real, even though we're in there dreaming? Wouldn't it be possible that they could have a little glitch in the program for special people, or for all of us? Special, by special, I mean those of us that are aware. Wouldn't it be possible for them to say, okay, if in their alternate reality, which is the reality of themselves, they can change their world just by dreaming it. Ask the Mardu Aborigines. In the dreaming of the gods, they created us.